We thought of the name Malayan because one of the inspirations in the creation of the school was our national hero, Dr. Jose Rizal, the pride of the Malay race, who once walked this part of the country just a little over a century ago.
Our vision is to be a global staple of excellence in professional education and research.
MCL is the #1 private school in Calabarzon.
Our mission is to provide the learning environment that would transform our students into globally competitive professionals.
To produce social wealth from the generation of new talents.
Excellence, loyalty, teamwork, discipline, and urgency. These are our core values.
To me, MCL is home.
Malayan is not just the buildings, the grounds, nor the facilities. More so, it is the people who comprise the institution. The smile of a student when he realizes that he just learned something. The embrace of friends without whom one cannot live. The values we instill, excellence and virtue.
MCL is home.
MCL is home.
MCL is home.
I am Malayan.
I am Malayan.
I am Malay.
I am Malayan.
I am Maria.
With the COVID-19 pandemic still at large, everything is at a standstill as days turn into months of uncertainty. Filipinos throughout the country struggle to keep themselves afloat. In these trying times, we are called to come together as one, to thrive amidst the challenges that we face. Malayan College's Laguna is steadfast in its efforts to continue surpassing the limits brought about by the situation, dedicating ourselves anew to provide a safe learning environment that would transform our students into globally competitive professionals, even in the most trying of times. Malayan College's Laguna, lighting the way to surpassing the new normal.
All that is normal may have escaped our grasp, but there is one thing that we have held tightly onto: passion. Passion is what drives us forward beyond the borders of the pandemic. Passion is why we continue to serve you quality education, whether you are in the classroom or at home. Passion is why we are ready and why we are dedicated to helping you to be ready regardless of the circumstances. Our promise of excellence and virtue remains right here. When mentoring becomes life coaching, qualified mentors beyond the four walls of the classroom, nurturing in an online learning environment, Malayan College's Laguna, leading the way to surpassing the new normal. How do we deliver quality education amidst the pandemic? We make sure that you are equipped with online courses in the safety of your own home. Finding new solutions. Solutions that would help you study more and worry less during these challenging times. We believe that contributing new solutions can surpass all limits. One of the solutions is to go digital. Malayan Colleges Laguna, finding solutions to surpass the new normal.
Good morning po. Welcome to our viewers and attendees today. It is my pleasure to welcome you this morning. I hope you enjoy your breakfast po, no? I would like to thank you also for joining us today for this special presentation on Viewpoints, online discussion for new students in choosing the right senior high school strand. So I'm Ivy Retuya po, your host for today. And here with me, I would like to introduce our senior high school principal to begin our session. So ladies and gentlemen, let us all welcome Professor James Messina.
Good morning, Ivy. Good morning din sa ating participants and viewers for today's session of Viewpoints. So today is April 17, 2021. And kamusta po kayo? Tayo po ay nasa MECQ pa rin. So sana po ay nasa bahay-bahay tayo natin at nagpapahinga at tumutulong sa community na hindi lumaganap yung sakit at yung pandemic. And this is Viewpoints, and the reason why we are reaching out to our stakeholders is because we want to properly inform the parents and our new students about what to expect about Malayan Colleges Laguna Amapua School. And nakakalungkot lang po sa panganahon ngayon, nakakalungkot IB na bagamat gusto natin i-welcome yung mga parents natin dito sa MCL, magkaroon tayo ng konting chit-chats and talks about admissions, about enrollment, about Malayan Colleges Laguna. Hindi natin magagawa yun ngayon because of the pandemic. Pero wag po kayo malungkot dahil ito yung Viewpoints. Kaya tayo merong Viewpoints because we want this to be an online meeting, an opportunity for our parents, for our new students, for Malayan Colleges Laguna administrators and faculty members to reach out to our stakeholders and inform you kung ano po ang sitwasyon ngayon and what MCL can offer. So specifically, kagaya ng nabanggit mo, our topic for today's session is about senior high school. Yan. So kagaya ng introduction, si Ivy is one of our faculty members of the senior high school, and I'm very happy to be with you this morning. And I'm sure meron tayong shout out sa mga coordinators ng senior high school, faculty members. Nakakuha ko ng message that they are tuned in now for this morning. Malaking tulong po yan dahil nakikita ng ating mga stakeholders na full force ang Malayan Colleges Laguna sa pag-welcome sa kanila sa Viewpoint session ngayong umaga. Okay, so relax lang po kayo dyan. Mas maganda po yung discussion natin kung medyo meron kayong cup of coffee sa tabi ninyo dahil bagamat medyo mahaba yung discussion natin this morning ay tinitiyak po namin, pinapangako namin na marami kayong mapupulot sa discussion natin. Tama ba? So, ikaw, you graduated very recently and hindi ka naman product ng K-12. Tama ba?
Opo.
Yan. So hindi ka siguro dumaan dun sa stage na nagtatanong ka, ano ba yung kukuhanin kong senior high school track? Di ba? And that's the prominent question that our parents and the incoming students are also asking to themselves. Kasi napaka-importante po na masagot yung tanong na yan bago mag-enroll. And gusto ko lang ma-share, Ivy and our participants, we commissioned a study in 2019. That's the Good Thinking and Covina study. And we wanted to find out at the time, anong grade ba o anong yugto ba ng high school, medyo napapaisip yung ating mga high school students kung ano ba yung dapat kuhanin na senior high school track. And you'll be surprised that according to the survey, nagsisimula silang magtanong about senior high school as early as grade 8. Yan. So, yung mga participants natin ngayon dito, mga parents, kung may mga anak kayo na grade 8, grade 9, grade 10, I would like to set the tone as early as now na ito pong discussion na ito ay hindi pang incoming grade 11 lamang. Dahil, according to the study, kung meron pong tanong na as early as grade 8, big sabihin pala, kahit na nasa junior high school pa lang, ay pwedeng-pwede na silang makinig dito, so that we can help also our stakeholders. We can guide them in choosing the right senior high school track for them. Okay? So, yun po, relax muna tayo for the next few minutes and i-steer na po natin itong discussion na to for our parents and new students. And gusto po namin interactive. Sabi ko nga, yung mga estudyante ko, kilala ako na sabi ko, I want always my class sessions to be interactive. Gusto ko nagpa-participate sila, gusto ko nagre-recite sila. And sabi ko, medyo paikli natin yung proseso. If you want to recite, if you want to volunteer for the discussion, hindi mo na kailangan magtaas ng kamay, hindi mo na kailangan tumayo. Hihikab ka lang. Di ba? So, ang humikab ay automatic volunteer for recitation. Yan. E paano po ngayon, Sir James? Virtual. FB Live tayo ngayon. E di dalawang bagay. Number one, i-share nyo po itong live event na to para mas marami kayong matulungan as we provide relevant information about senior high school. And second, use our comment section para kung kayo ay may mga tanong, sasagutin po natin yan later with Ivy and our admissions team later on, Hazel. Nandiyan yata si Hazel ngayon. Pakita natin si Hazel. Yan. So, Hazel is our marketing officer. And kung meron kayong mga tanong about open admissions, ang makakasagot po niyan ay si Hazel. Okay? So, maybe we can continue our discussion. I'm sure meron kayong mga tanong because you will be representing our audience and participants for this morning.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, ayun sir, thank you so much po sa introduction ninyo, no? And ngayon po, to start our session, sir, I know a lot of parents would ask about this, no? What is our school philosophy and mission? Also, sir, can you give us something like a quick introduction about MCL po kaya?
Ayan. So, thank you for that. I'm very sure that our state about the mission and vision of Malayan Colleges Laguna. Kasi ito po yung panuntunan ng kahit na anong paaralan kung bakit ba siya nag-exist in the first place. So, ang Malayan Colleges Laguna po, nakalagay naman sa ating logo, is a Mapua School. So, we are a wholly owned subsidiary of Mapua University. And Ivy, alam naman nating lahat na pag sinabing Mapua University, ano ang unang-unang pumapasok sa kanilang mga isip ay engineering, science, and technical education. So kami po ay anak ng Mapua University. That's why in 2007, we opened our doors to our first batch of students. And good morning sa mga members ng Alpha Batch. I'm sure meron tayo ditong mga alumni na nakikinig at nakikibahagi sa ating talakayan. And nung sila ay freshman students in 2007, nakakatiyak ako, Ivy and our participants, na sila ay naging aware, o baka yung iba memorize pa, yung mission and vision ng Malayan Colleges Laguna. So ano nga ba yung mission and vision ng Malayan Colleges Laguna? Lahat ng mga paaralan, colleges and universities are always working to achieve the best out of its three pillars. Ano yung tatlong pillars na yon ng university o ng higher education institution? Number one is instruction, second is research, and the third is extension service o sa isang alternative term, community service. So ito rin ang tatlong pinaninindigan ng Malayan Colleges Laguna as far as its mission is concerned, to excel in those three fields of instruction, research, and extension services. And this is very much aligned to our vision, which is to become a global staple of excellence in professional education and research. So, itong mga mission and vision na to ay na-develop noong 2006 pa during the pre-operations of Malayan Colleges Laguna. And Ivy, I was part of the pioneering faculty members at the time. Medyo payat pa ako noon, mga 2007, 20 plus years old at the time. And I'm very happy na kasama ako dun sa first batch of faculty members at the time. And kahit kami ay na-amaze doon sa commitment ng institution doon sa tatlong pillars ng university. And hindi basta-basta nababago ang misyon at bisyon ng isang paaralan, kaya hanggang sa ngayon ay patuloy na pinaninindigan ng Malayan Colleges Laguna Amapua School yung tatlong areas na yon at yung vision to become a global steeple of excellence in professional education and research. And we are saying that MCL is a professional school. Yan. So, yung mga medyo may background ng konti sa academe, alam nating lahat na napakaraming types ng educational institutions. May college, may university, may professional school, may community college, may mga ganong mga eskwelahan, may mga training centers. So, in 2010, when the Commission on Higher Education adopted the framework towards outcomes-based education, medyo nalinaw na yung typology ng mga higher education institutions. And if Mapua University, from the name itself, is a university, MCL desired to be a professional school. So ano ang ibig sabihin? Malinaw na dun sa ating tema at sa ating tagline na MCL, a Mapua School, Building Professionals. Meaning to say, malaking bahagi ng existence ng eskwelahan ay yung humubog ng mga estudyante para maging bahagi ng working professionals as they graduate. At kanina binabati ko yung ating alpha batch, yung mga graduates ng 2011, 2012. Sila yung mga first batch of graduates natin. Bakit? Kasi sila yung patuloy na nagbibigay ng rason for MCL to be proud not only of our mission and vision, but of our milestones as an educational institution. So maybe yun yung gusto kong ibahagi sa ating mga participants for this morning about the mission and vision of Malayan Colleges Laguna. Yeah.
So thank you very much po, sir, dun sa mga dun po sa naging discussion niyo about the mission and vision ng school natin. As a new employee po dito sa Malayan Colleges Laguna, I'm so impressed and I'm really proud of being part of you having reached many milestones po and legacies. No, I want to know more about it po, and I'm sure na yung mga viewers po natin gusto po nilang malaman yung mga naging legacy milestones ng institution natin.
Yeah,
can you elaborate about this, please?
Yeah, thank you, Ivy, for bringing that up. Na ay sasabihin natin, teka lang, we're talking about senior high school. It opened only last 2016. Ayan, so ano ba yung bahagi ng senior high school dun sa achievements ng Malayan Colleges Laguna? So definitely, isa sa pinakabagong unit ng MCL yung senior high school. Pero siya ay, kumbaga, yung legacy ng MCL in providing quality education for higher ed sector ay malaking bagay din for us to develop a senior high school that is aligned to our mission and vision, and also in our quest for building professionals for the industry. And talking about milestones, I would like to share at least 2 milestones of MCL. Last October 2019, the Commission on Higher Education granted us the autonomous status in recognition of the strong industry-academe linkage of MCL. In December 2020, we were awarded overall rating of 3 stars in the Quaccarelli-Simons World University Rankings. So anong ibig sabihin yan? World-class po ang ating paaralan, world-class ang ating pagtupad dun sa 3 misyon ng paaralan in instruction, extension services, and research. And something that I would like to highlight about this milestone is our 5-star rating in employability. Yan. So when the Quaccarelli-Simons ranked MCL in 2020, yan po ang isa sa tiningnan nila. Saan napupunta ang mga graduates ninyo after they get their diplomas or degrees in the school. And we are happy to announce that since 2011, we were able to keep the 90% employability of our graduates. Yan. So yung mga alumni po natin ngayon na nakikinig, sila ay magpapatotoo that when they graduate, minsan yung iba hindi pa nakukuha yung transcript of records, may job offer na sa mga kalapit na industriya dito sa MCL dahil we are receiving a lot of positive feedbacks from our graduates in terms of resiliency, in terms of work attitude, in terms of excellence, in terms of passion for learning. Those are the key qualities of graduates that we are always very proud. Kaya itong mga recognition na to na QS ratings na 5-star on employability, 4 stars in facilities, and overall 3 stars sa institutional level, that's something that the entire community is indeed celebrating because we were able to get the CHED recognition of autonomous status and the QS rating only in 13th and 14th year of MCL. So anong ibig sabihin? Itong mga world rankings na to, it takes quite a time for an institution to mature. Diba? Minsan decades bago nila ito makuha. But in the case of MCL, we are very happy that in more than a decade, nakuha na natin itong mga milestones na to. So salamat sa administrators, faculty members, students of Malayan Colleges Laguna for working hard to achieve all these milestones. And kagaya ng nabanggit ko, itong mga milestones na to ay na-extend sa senior high school. Because we're talking about learner-centeredness, we're talking about outcomes-based education. And these frameworks that we are adopting, we are implementing in higher education are also being aligned to the senior high school. Ayan. So tayo ay sumusunod sa curriculum ng DepEd at dinadagdagan pa natin ito ng mas mahigpit na pag-observe ng learner-centeredness and outcomes-based education. And I would like to share something about OBE. Ito yung framework na ginagamit dito sa MCL. Sa panahon kasi ngayon, IB, hindi lang mahalaga na alam mo yung konsepto. Dapat nagagawa mo, na-a-apply mo yung konsepto na yon. That's outcomes-based education. In terms of academic and student services, another milestone is worthy to be shared to our parents and new students with MCL's quality management system at work. So para po dun sa mga magulang na nagtatrabaho sa mga industriya na ISO certified, ang MCL po ay meron ding quality management system since 2008. And we were able to keep those accreditations up to the present because one of the pillars of outcomes-based education is to continuously improve. Yan. So dapat hindi tayo masyadong happy na ito na yung narating natin at this particular chapter of our existence, but we need to strive more to improve our operations, our targets, so that we can always be true to our mission and vision. Yan. So I'm sure our parents will perfectly relate dyan sa ating quality management system na binabahagi ngayon kasi yan po ay patunay na yung systems and procedures natin ay at par with international standards. Okay? So yun yung mga milestones natin, IB, na kagaya ng sinabi ko, when I assumed the principalship of senior high school last year, that's something that we are keeping. Di ba? Yung quality management na yan will be integrated in our systems and processes so that we can better serve our stakeholders. Yan. So thank you for bringing that up to our discussion this morning. Yan. So yung ating mga viewers, yung ating mga participants, please feel free to post your comments in our live event. Bibigyan namin kayo. Yeah, maybe you can share some of our prizes for them. We're giving you some giveaways from Malayan Colleges Laguna and pocket Wi-Fi from Smart. Yan. So sabi natin, we have a lot of industry partners, one of which is Smart Communications. And we are very happy na itong mga partners natin na ito ay tumutulong para mas lalong mapadami ng MCL yung mga milestones niya.
Sir, idadagdag ko lang rin po na pwede pong manalo yung mga viewers natin ngayon, and especially po kapag share po nila or nag-comment sila sa ating comment section. Ayan po. So later on, after po ng discussion natin, ayan, kukuha po tayo ng winner. So also, ito po mga nandito sa tabi namin ni Sir James, these are the prizes po. So ayan, sabi nga po kanina ni Sir James na sana po maging mas interactive pa po yung discussion natin this morning.
Yeah, so ano yan, while we go along, pwede natin i-post yung mga comments.
Yes, sir.
Para lalong lumawak din. Kaya mapapansin nyo yung structure ng viewpoints, dapat free-flowing yung discussion, and mas makikip natin yung free-flowing if you will be throwing in questions in our comments page.
Sir, I would like to ask lang din po pala, kung open po ba for open admission application po ba yung mangyayari ngayong academic year 2021 to 2022?
Yeah, so that's a good question and a good news also for our stakeholders. So experience quality education as we build professional. So we are on open admissions. Application for 2021-2022 are ongoing. Wala na po tayong entrance examination dahil ayaw po natin na maging dahilan yung entrance exam para tayo ay pumunta dito, tayo ay mag-violate ng quarantine restrictions. So mas gusto po namin na pumunta kayo dito, tingnan namin yung inyong competencies, and that will be the baseline data as regards your profile, and tuturuan po kayo ng eskwelahan. Di ba? So yung open admissions po, walang entrance examination. All you have to do is to go to our website and apply through our open admissions, online admissions portal, and that will be the step 1 of your journey in entering Malayan College's Laguna Amapua School. Ngayon, dahil ang pinag-uusapan natin ay senior high school, we are offering the 4 tracks or strands in senior high school. We have STEM, we have ABM, we have ICT, and UMS. Yan, open admissions din po tayo for the senior high school. Yan, so go to the website and fill up the open admissions form.
Thank you so much, Sir Jay. So ayun po, alam ko na marami po sa mga attendees natin are very eager to learn about the academic offerings po ng Malayan Colleges Laguna. And to start po, dun po sa ating presentation, so meron na po tayong parang game or trivia.
Yeah, para mas maging collaborative.
Opo.
At para galaw-galaw yung ating participants. Ayan. Medyo level up tong ating icebreaker.
Ayan po. So dito po sa una nating question or category. So according to IT industry, and so ito po, ang gagawin lang dito ng viewers natin is they would write their answers for dito sa comment natin. And so sino po yung nakakaunang makapag-tutumbong makakasagot? Makakakuha po siya ng prize from our...
Yes, bigyan na natin to para matuwa ang ating mga partners from Smart Communication. So, ayan, we'll have the LTE packet Wi-Fi.
Ayan, sir.
Yeah. So kung sino po ang makakasagot ng tama, ibibigay namin sa inyo itong Smart Packet Wi-Fi na to, plus some freebies from Malayan Colleges Laguna.
Ayan po. So according to IT Industry Outlook 2020 report, this is the most resilient in the industry po. Ayan. So sige po natin kung may makakakuha ba ng packet Wi-Fi dito, no?
Yeah. According to the IT Industry Outlook 2020 report, this is the most resilient industry. Yeah.
And so sa mga gusto pong makakuha talaga nitong packet Wi-Fi, ako sir, gusto ko lang sana sumali. Kaso
Oo, disqualified ka. Yan. So, merong nag-answer na ng logistics. Yan. May clue na po na binigay sa ating screen. So, yan yung mga letters.
Yes.
Di ba? Ng sagot. Ng tamang sagot. So, medyo ano muna tayo ngayon. Mind-boggling activity muna for this morning. Alam ko po, Sabado, yung iba ay nagre-relax. Yung mga students natin from, tawag dito, from high school na 1 week nang nag-online learning. May nagre-request, sana po, may mga binigay ng naunang letters. Tama naman, step. So the first letter is I, as in India. At medyo related din yung India na yun, dun sa sagot. Dahil in 2006, sa kauna-unang pagkakataon, India was identified to be an advantaged country for this particular sector. Ayan. So, may nagre-request. Ayan. Dadagdagan ng mga letra. Oops, may na tayong nakasagot. This one is from Marvin Flores.
Information technology.
Ayan.
So I think Mr. Marvin Flores, tama po yung answer ninyo and congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations, Marvin Flores. Later on, we will be flashing the numbers of our helplines. Pick one number and give us a text message or a call. Sabihin mo na ako si Marvin Flores na mabibigyan ng Smart Pocket Wi-Fi for answering correctly our trivia question. Ayan. So si Jamie, nagsumagot din si Jamie, ang sagot niya ay logistics. Ayan, so tayo again next time. The correct answer is information technology. And I think, Ivy, I would like to share something about that. Information technology is considered to be resilient because when the pandemic hit the globe in 2020, early part of 2020, lahat work from home, lahat remote transactions, lahat halos ay remote economic activity, including education. Di ba? We're on fully online. So, anong ibig sabihin nito? May mga industriya na hindi capable na magkaroon ng 100% remote manufacturing or 100% remote economic or business activities. Pero yung information technology industry, sobrang taas ng kanilang resiliency level dahil na i-transition nila ng mabilis yung kanilang business operations into remote setup. And that is according to the IT Outlook 2020.
Yes po.
Yan.
So, sinabi po dito na for everything that changed in 2020, one thing that stayed in the same was the importance of technology po talaga.
Yan.
Business success. And heading into 2021, there is no well-defined blueprint on the ongoing rebuilding effort, but it is certain that technology will continue to play a vital role.
Yeah, and not only in the business success, but also in the delivery of instruction. And at this point, I would like to answer the question of Jamie Flores. Ano pagkamag-anak si Marvin? At saka si Jamie. Tama ba? Ang sabi ni Jamie, what are the online learning systems to be used for next year for senior high school? Ayan. So yung question niya, futuristic to be used. Ang good news po niyan, we have been using online learning since 2008. Ayan. So it's not a new project for Malayan Colleges Laguna to make it a point that learning must continue, kagaya nga ng sinabi ni DepEd Secretary Leonor Briones. So learning must continue. Kaya bagamat sarado po ang mga paaralan because of the pandemic, 100% running po ang ating learning delivery systems because of our fully online instructional program. And kagaya po ng sinasabi ko, bagamat marami ang nagkukumahog sa pagta-transition ng school into 100% fully online, hindi po nahirapan gaano ang MCL dyan because since 2008, we've been using online learning. And we started it with eMCL. Ano ba yung eMCL? It's basically e-learning, meaning to say learning everywhere, learning every time. That's what e-learning is all about. And in 2015, Bagamat yung EMCL po ay bahagi ng success stories ng aming mga alumni for their licensure examination reviews and basically keeping them afloat, keeping them in sync with the learning programs. Dinevelop po natin yan dahil yung EMCL is running under Moodle, which is a free learning management system. In 2015, we adopted Blackboard Learn. Ayan. So ito yung timeline ng ating shifting to fully online. Actually, hindi shifting, kundi adoption ng fully online. Started in 2009 when we formally adopted EMCL, and in 2015, we developed more courseware through Blackboard Learn. And in 2020, nung maging 100% fully online learning na ang kailangang i-roll out, yan. Hindi nahirapan si MCL dahil meron tayong digital solutions. So ano ba yung mga digital solutions na ginagamit ng mga students and faculty members of Malayan Colleges Laguna na available din sa ating mga senior high school students and faculty? Palagay ko yan ang pinanggagalingan ni Jamie sa kanyang tanong. Bakit? Paano ba ginagawa yung schooling sa MCL? Di ba? And you'll be surprised, our dear participants, that we conducted a survey among our students, or rather among the students of our partner schools. And sabi namin, ano ba yung mga reasons na hinahanap nila? So one of the reasons or one of the things that they are looking for are the online resources and tools. So meron tayo dito ngayon, we have our collaboration tools. Unang-una na dyan, yung tandem ng Blackboard Learn and Blackboard Collaborate. Alam na alam po yan ng mga students ng MCL. Ang tawag nila dyan ay BBL for Blackboard Learn and BB Collab for Blackboard Collaborate. And ano ba itong mga digital solutions na to? Lahat po ng courses na kailangan ng mga students ay nakapaloob na sa Blackboard Learn. So hindi na po tayo magkakaroon ng kalituhan. Saan ba magkaklase ang mga bata? Sa Google Meet ba? Sa Google Classroom ba? Sa Hangouts ba? Sa Messenger ba? Sa Viber ba? O sa Teams ba? All those are available to our students, but the overall design of the learning program is captured in Blackboard Learn. So, yung mga virtual activities po na typical sa classroom, nagagawa po yan online through Blackboard Collaborate. So yung interaction with the teacher, with the students, nagagawa po yan sa Blackboard Collaborate. Yan. So that's how we deliver classroom instruction through the use of Blackboard Learn, our proprietary learning management system. Medyo hindi po biro ang investment na nilalaan ng eskwelahan sa ating subscription sa Blackboard Learn and Blackboard Collaborate dahil medyo mahal po yan. We're talking of millions in an annual subscription for Blackboard Learn. Pero kailangan po wala naman tayong ibang choice ngayon kundi paliparin ang fully online learning dahil ito po ang pinaka-safe na learning modality ngayon na hindi natin kailangang mag-violate ng quarantine restrictions. At kailangan pa rin i-continue yung pagkatuto ng mga bata given the pandemic situation. And back to back with Blackboard, we have a lot of digital solutions for teaching and learning. Once you enroll at Malayan Colleges Laguna, you will be given a live MCL email account. And that is paired with a license ng Microsoft Office 365. Bakit? Kasi ginagamit din po ngayon sa online learning at saka communications and collaboration with the teachers, yung Teams and other bundled applications with MS 365. And also we're using Zoom for online classes. And with digital teaching and learning tools, we have Britannica Online, we have Panopto, which is a video editing software used for educational purposes. We have Wiley Plus, we have Coursera, EasySoft, Linked Learning, Science Direct, Labster, H5P, Elsevier, and other digital teaching and learning solutions for faculty members and students. Nakakalunod, Miss Ivy, itong mga resources na to. Switch tayo ngayon ng role. Ako naman ang magiging moderator ngayon at tatanungin kita as a teacher. Dito sa mga digital teaching and learning tools na to, alin dito yung ginagamit ko sa mga science classes ko? And maybe you can share some insights how these collaboration tools are helping the teachers and students ngayong digital learning sa pandemic situation.
Yes, sir. So, since nagtuturo po ako ngayon ng chemistry courses, ayan po, and we are, so nagtuturo po ako ng mga chemistry courses, and usually ang ginagamit po namin ay Labster. So ito pong Labster, it is providing us a virtual simulation ng mga nangyayari sa laboratory, which means it composes several virtual laboratories na pwedeng maging mode of instruction para po sa mga students namin. And I can say na sobrang effective po niya in giving or delivering concepts, especially po kapag nagle-lecture ako, ayan. So, yung Labster nakakatulong siya sa akin para ma-engage ko yung students ko dun sa mga concepts na nasa Labster.
Yan. So, yung Labster dito nakakain. Di ba? Para sa mga participants natin, hindi siya yung Labster na seafood. It's spelled as lab, as in laboratory. Kaya Labster.
Yes.
So, Ivy, you're teaching chemistry. Tama ba? So, ibig sabihin pala, kahit walang actual laboratory setup, yung learning experience ng laboratory ay nagagawa pa rin ng teachers. Tama?
Yes, sir.
Through Labster. Yan. So, you're teaching chemistry, and we are very confident to tell our parents para sa inyong kapanatagan na yun yung number one question mark ninyo. Paano naglalaboratory yung mga bata? Di ba? We are saying that in the spirit of learner-centeredness and outcomes-based education, importante yung critical thinking skills na naibibigay ng laboratory classes. Okay? So, paano ito ginagawa sa ngayon? That is through Labster. Okay? Specifically for biology, chemistry, and physics. Anong sabi ng DepEd? Learning must continue, be it in lecture mode or in laboratory classes. Okay? One thing that I am very excited to share to our parents is our subscription with Wiley Plus. Okay? Anong ibig sabihin yan? Once you enroll at MCL and you are given a BBL account or Blackboard Learn account, you are also given access to Wiley Plus, which means you are given access to more than 10,000 titles. Anong ibig sabihin? Sa mobile phone mo na merong na-download na BBL app, makaka-access ka ng Wiley digital resources. So imagine yourself having your own personal virtual library with thousands of titles with your mobile phone. Kaya yung mga parents natin sa senior high school, pag pumupunta sa MCL, lang yung sinasabi, saan dito yung bookstore? Tuturo namin yung bookstore, pupunta sila. Pagdating doon, tatanungin yung bookstore staff namin, wala ba kayo dito ng mga tali-taling libro? Diba? Kasi yung mga dating school, sanay tayo na gano'n, pupunta ka doon, bibigyan ka ng mga tali-taling libro. Wala pong ganyan sa MCL because we're really investing on digital solutions. And those tali-taling libro, ilan yon? 10, 11, 12 books na medyo mabigat. But our subscription to Wiley would mean more than 10,000 titles. Diba? Na hindi kailangan i-print, hindi kailangan bit-bitin lagi. All they have to do is to activate the account at meron silang access doon. That is the shape, that is the form, that is the color of fully digital learning that Malayan Colleges Laguna, a Mapua school, is offering to our parents and students. And I am constantly reviewing the course offerings of MCL Senior High School, and I'm very happy that I have been receiving feedback from the Center for Learning and Information Resources that our faculty members are very active. They are very active in seeking the services of the library, the assistance of the CLEAR in seeking what? digital solutions for teaching and learning. Okay? Okay ba tayo dyan, Jamie? So I'm hoping that I was able to answer your questions in our comment section. Okay? So I'll be reviewing some of those comments which we will be flashing. So may tanong dito from Constantine. How does 3 stars as an institution interpreted in comparison to other schools? Medyo mahirap pong i-explain yan. Bakit? Kasi hindi po lahat ng, baka wala pang 1% ng higher educational institution sa Pilipinas ay merong QS star rating. So in comparison to other schools, meron pong mga schools na dekada nang nag-exist sa Pilipinas pero 2-star rating. Yung iba naman po, it took them 20 to 30 years to improve their quality system so that they could eye for a 3-star rating. Yan. So gusto ko pong i-emphasize na yung Quaccarelli-Simons is a measure of quality and napakalaking bagay po para sa amin na makuha namin ito ng more than a decade lang. Ibig sabihin, mabilis po yung developmental pace ng Malayan Colleges Laguna Amapua School. And from the part of the parents, alam ko yun ang pinanggagalingan niyang tanong na yan. Assurance, certainty. So ano ang pwede nating i-assure sa ating mga parents that the school is not stopping to improve itself so that we can also upgrade our ratings in our accrediting bodies. And whenever we improve our quality system, that is always translated to quality education and improve academic services for our students, your children, our future students, yung mga anak nyo po ngayon na nakikinig ngayon na bubukas na ng website namin para mag-fill up ng online admissions. Maraming salamat po and we are hoping to see you at ma-experience ninyo at mas masagot namin. Hindi lang ng talkies, yung tanong na yan kung ano ba ang value ng QS star rating, kundi masagot namin yan as you experience being part of the learning program at MCL Senior High School and even in the college program. So thank you, Constantine, for raising that concern. Okay? So we can continue our discussion na, Ivy.
Yes, sir. So, feeling ko po meron pa pong follow-up question si Ms. Constantine. This is regarding po for the upcoming school year 2021-2020. So as a parent daw po, gusto niya lang po i-confirm if classes in our school would still be held via online.
Yeah, so thank you for raising that concern. Parang sasabihin ko sa 10 attendees ng Viewpoints na may nagtatanong, 11 ang yan ang tanong. Ano ang mangyayari sa klase for academic year or school year 2021-2022? Sa kaliwang kamay, face-to-face, blended learning mode. Sa kanang kamay, fully online learning. Okay? Alin sa dalawa na yan ang ipapatupad for school year 2021-2022? Ang sagot, ayan po ay nakasalalay sa magiging pasya ng pamahalaan kung papayagan na yung nasa kaliwa, which is the blended learning mode with both face-to-face and online learning. Ito naman po kasi yung talaga nasanay tayo. Face-to-face and online learning, kaya ang term ay blended. Okay? So hinihintay po natin na payagan to ng gobyerno. Ano naman po yung nasa kanan? Kung sakaling hindi po mag-improve ang sitwasyon at ang performance natin sa pagtugon sa pandemya, mukhang kailangan pong ipagpatuloy ang fully online delivery ng teaching and learning. Sa madaling sabi po, Sir James, parang hindi nasagot ng diretso yung tanong kasi question mark ulit, depende sa gobyerno. Ang maganda po dyan, kay kaliwa o kanan ang pinag-uusapan natin, parehas pong ready ang Malayan Colleges Laguna Senior High School to roll out any of the 2 delivery modes. Earlier, I discussed about the fully online learning and we're saying we are 100% ready to implement that. There are birth pains, there are challenges, but our culture of continuous quality improvement is always inspiring us to improve the delivery of instruction in the fully online learning delivery mode. Yung sa kabila naman po, mas ready po tayo dyan kasi since 2007, blended learning po tayo. Naka-ready po ang facilities, naka-ready po ang laboratories, naka-ready po ang teachers, naka-ready po ang campus to accommodate students for the face-to-face learning. And when it happens, we are assuring the parents that all safety protocols and procedures will be observed. MCL sits in a 6-hectare campus. Kanina po pinakita natin yung location ng Malayan Colleges Laguna. And it's very spacious. Nakapaglagay pa nga kami ng track oval. And that is an indication na kaya-kaya po nating i-observe ang physical distancing sa campus natin. Kahit po sa ating mga facilities ay mapapakita natin na masusunod yung physical distancing. What are the efforts and what are the plans? Number 1, we will be implementing the proposal to have shifting classes. Kung dati po ay 40 people or 40 students in one class, pag nag-face-to-face na po tayo at nasa pandemic situation pa rin tayo, we will be limiting it to 15 to 20 only. And there will be shifting schedule of classes. May set A, may set B. Para po sa mga pamilyar, ang sinusulong po ng mga model ay yung 10-4. 4 days na face-to-face classes and 10 days na online learning. Balik tayo dun sa una kong binigay na assurance. Ano ang ibig sabihin? Kahit na 10 days fully online, ready po ang ating infrastructure because of Blackboard Learn. And to give you an image of how our classrooms will look like, ito po yung typical na classroom sa face-to-face nung pre-pandemic. Siyempre, hindi na po natin magagawa yan with the 1 meter physical distancing. Ito po ang magiging itsura ng classroom natin na nakaplano na po for ready na po yan as early as August 2020 if ever na ang gobyerno ay magpapahintulot ng face-to-face classes. Yan. Pero kung ako po ang tatanungin nyo, ito po ay ito po ay personal na opinion, mukhang malabo po na tayo ay magkaroon ng face-to-face classes at the rate that we are going and performing for the vaccination program. Bakit? Kasi yung mga school-age children po, sila yung hindi pinapayagang lumabas ngayon. Bakit? Kasi sila yung potential carriers. At matatandaan na natin na sila ay nasa dulo ng prioritization list for the vaccination program. So anong ibig sabihin? We cannot open the schools unless we have vaccinated the school-age kids. And for the meantime, they are not vaccinated, we need to contain them in their homes. So anong ibig sabihin? Sa bahay muna po talaga, home base po yung ating teaching and learning activities. Yan. So I hope I was able to address the question of Constantine. Yan. So siguro, bilisan natin ng konti yung discussion and let's talk about the program offerings dahil ang title natin ay Choosing the Senior High School Track for our high school students, yung mga junior high school ngayon. Ayan. So if you have trivia questions or games, please feel free to throw in para galaw-galaw at masumaya yung ating mga participants. Parang wala pang 10% yung mga napapamigay naming freebies. Our next preview will be a signature edition MCL mug and mousepad. Ang hirap nga naman na nagko-computer ka because of online learning, natutuyo yung lalamunan. So, meron tayo dito Malayan Colleges Laguna mug. Inspirational pa yan. Kasi habang nag-online learning ka, pinapaalala sa'yo that we need to surpass the limits of the new normal. Ayan. Okay? Bibigay namin sa inyo to.
Sir, so tama po, no? Yung sumunod natin question. So, who is the first registered architect in the Philippines?
Yan. So, trivia question niya para sa mahilig sa kasaysayan. Who is the first registered Filipino architect? Di ba? In the Philippines.
So, makakapagpapili ng clue.
Yan. So,
Feeling ko po,
ang
magpaprovide
clue, ano yan, 100% related yan kay Malayan Colleges, Laguna. Yan. We have an answer from Jermaine Salazar. Di ba?
Ayan. So,
The correct answer is Tomas Mapua.
ayan. So, tama po si Jermaine Salazar. Congratulations. Ayan, nanalo po siya ng MAG ng Malayan Colleges, Laguna. Ayan. So, sir, gusto ko lang po sana ipapakita itong isang trivia na to, wherein when the architectural profession in the Philippines was formalized in 1921, Thomas Mapua was given the #1 license as architect. And he was the founder and first president of the Mapua Institute of Technology, now a Mapua University.
Okay, so thank you very much for sharing that. And I hope we can inspire also our STEM students. And yung gusto ko ng STEM, kasi yan ang i-discuss ko na senior high school for the next presentation. Yan. So si Don Tomas Mapua, kaya nga Mapua Institute of Technology yan, in 2018 it was named Mapua University. Ayan. So inspired yan by the Filipino spirit, being the first registered Filipino architect. Okay, and the legacy continues. That's why yung mga gustong mag-engineering architecture, may discussion about STEM, sana ay ma-inspire kayo para kayo ay kumuha ng STEM at later on, piliin natin yung mga related na STEM programs for college. Yan. So napaka-informative ng ating trivia about Don Tomas Mapua. Yan. So, MCL, as I mentioned, is a wholly owned subsidiary of Mapua University, and the strength of Mapua University in the field of technical education, specifically engineering, are being extended to MCL. That's why in 2006, the development plan of Mapua Institute of Technology at the time included an expansion of Mapua in the southern Tagalog region. Kaya ngayon, nag-o-offer din tayo ng mga programs na aligned sa science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, o yung tinatawag na STEM. So ano ang ibig sabihin nito, Ivy? Para doon sa ating mga listeners ngayon na students ng junior high school, tanungin natin ang ating mga sarili. Gusto ko bang maging architect? Gusto ko bang maging computer science student sa college? Gusto ko bang maging computer analyst later? Gusto ko bang maging engineer? Gusto ko bang maging information technology specialist later? Why are these questions very important as early as now? Because senior high school, as I mentioned, should be a stepping stone for a good college education. That's why decision making must not be done as late as grade 11 or grade 12. Kaya po tayo nagkaroon ng senior high school is because we want to align the academic preparation ng senior high school kung ano po ang gusto nating maging college program ng ating mga anak. Kaya dapat tanungin na natin yung mga questions na in-enumerate ko kanina. At kapag nasagot natin na yes, I want to take architecture, computer science, engineering, and other allied programs of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, therefore STEM is the right strand for me. Okay? And I would like to invite again Miss Ivy in our discussion. Dahil ikaw ay teacher ng chemistry. So, and definitely you are handling STEM students. Tama ba? How would you describe your STEM students? in terms of their passion for learning, in terms of their intellectual ability, in terms of how they think, how creative they are. So in a nutshell, how can you describe our STEM students here at MCL?
For me po kasi sir, meron po kaming mga requirements wherein kailangan po talaga maging critical thinkers ng mga STEM students natin. For example, yung pong nabanggit ko kanina wherein gagamit po sila ng virtual laboratory and they need to provide a report about the laboratory po. And I think when you choose this path po, yung STEM, this is more on nurture po talaga natin yung critical minds natin, di ba? And ayun po.
Yan. So, napaka-importante yan. Critical minds. Bakit? Because critical minds would always lead to innovation. Diba? Kaya yung mga engineers natin, architects natin, ang number one value niyan is the appreciation of innovation. And I'm a teacher of philosophy and I always tell my students, the first philosophical act is to wonder. And what is wonder? To wonder in Filipino, magtaka. Diba? So, siguro yan yung something that we would like to share with our parents. Yung ating mga STEM programs, when we always learn about science, technology, and mathematics, napapaisip tayo. Napapaisip tayo. Kaya siguro ang susunod natin ay paisipin natin ang ating mga audience with our trivia questions and some games. So, napapaisip tayo so that we will be energized and inspired to innovate. Yan. So, what is the right program for you? Kung gusto natin yung mga fields na yan, then it is STEM. Yan. So, just some information about our STEM program. It is the biggest program in senior high school with almost 40%, 50% of the entire senior high school ay galing sa STEM. Yan. So para doon sa mga interesadong mag-STEM, dito na po tayo, bibigyan po natin ng tsansa ang Malayan Colleges Laguna to deliver STEM education sa ating mga anak. Okay? So tanungin uli natin, yan lagi kong maayo sa mga magulang. Tanungin natin yung mga anak natin. Ano ang gusto mong maging? Wala naman siguro magsasabi na gusto kong maging basurero, even though marangal na trabaho po yan. Pero laging pag nangangarap tayo, mataas na. Di ba? Lagi namang mataas na. Pangalawa, kaya tayo nakikinig ngayon because we want to send our children to private schools. And that is something that we would like to invest money for. And hindi yan zero investment. Kaya tinataasan natin yung pangarap natin. Diba? So baka may na-open po dun sa comment ko, hindi ko hinihiya yung mga ganong klase ng work. Di ba? Ang sinasabi ko po ay para dun sa mga may mga mataas na pangarap, definitely yung cost of education medyo mataas din po yan. Kaya tanungin natin, napaka-importanteng tanungin po natin ngayon ang mga bata. Ano ba anak ang gusto mong maging paglaki mo? Di ba, noong mga panahon na yun, una kong sinagot yan, parang ako po ay grade 2. Sabi ko gusto kong maging doktor. Hindi po yun nangyari kasi na-develop over time. And take note, that was what? I was 8 years old at the time. Pero ngayon po, sa panahon po ngayon, ang pinag-uusapan natin, grade 10. So mga 16 years old na po sila, medyo may tanong na sila, o may sagot na sila dun sa tanong na yon, o sinisimula na lang tanungin. Ang parents po siguro, i-facilitate natin yung pagtatanong na yon kung ano ang gusto nilang maging for college. At pag nasagot po yon, then we can align it to the tracks and strands of the senior high school. So that's STEM for our senior high school program.
So, ayan po. So, since natakot na po natin yung STEM, so punta naman po tayo sa susunod na strand. And before we introduce the strand po
i-discuss na ni Sir James, let's have a game po ulit. So, dito naman po, ayan. So, mamimili po ang ating viewers and attendees ng number. And
Sa loob po ng number na yan, Sir James, meron po diyang nakalagay na price. Ayan. So kapag na-answeran po niyo ng tama yung question, yun. So kapag pinapili nilang number, ay, for example, meron pong shirt na nakalagay. So sa inyo po mapupunta yan. So,
Sa akin? Sa kanila, okay. So, ang matatanggap nila ay, yata namang halog lang ito. Ang matatanggap niya ay backpack. Di ba? MCL backpack. Medyo mabigat eh.
Ayan, sige
Malaman.
sir. Tingnan po natin kung may magko-comment po dito ng number. Ayan. So sa mga viewers po natin, you can comment your number po na napili yung number, and then pagka-click po natin doon sa number na yan, we will flash the question po.
Okay.
So sige, tingnan po natin kung may nag-comment na ba ng number.
Meron na bang nag-comment ng number from our viewers?
Ayan, so meron akong nag-comment, si Miss Sasha. 11 daw po ang gusto niya, number 11. So tingnan po natin for number 11.
Number
11 daw po. Bag.
Yan.
So meron po matatanggap na bag si Miss Sasha if nasagutan niyo po itong question na to. Or lahat po ng viewers pala are free to write their answer. Ayan. So hindi lang po si Miss Sasha yung may
Ayan, so
chance.
ibig sabihin, dahil nauna magbigay ng 11 si Sasha, meron na siyang bag. Okay? Tapos para masumaya, kung sino pa yung makakasagot dun sa tanong, meron uling prize.
Oh, okay. So ayun, mas maganda po pala yung
So giveaway talaga tong ano na to, yung kay Sasha na yan.
Okay.
Pero kung gusto mong sumagot, di dalawang bag. Diba? Siyempre iba naman, ibang prize for Sasha if you will also hit the correct answer for the question that IB will be raising. Okay?
So ito po yung question natin. So this field has been called the language of business because it measures and facilitates the results of an organization economic activities.
Ha? Masyado namang ang haba ng question na yan. Pero I'm sure yung mga interesado sa susunod na strand na i-discuss ko ay interesado rin dyan sa field of business na yan. Okay? So, for our admissions team, let's monitor our comment section para sa sagot dyan sa tanong na yan. Paunahan po yan. This field has been called the language of business because it measures and facilitates the results of an organization's economic activities.
Ayun po, mayroon po mga nagko-comment, accounting daw, finance, so medyo malapit na po yung comment nila.
Oh!
Hindi pa po natutumbok yung tamang sagot. Ano po kaya ito?
Yan. So, konti pang try.
So,
The
medyo
language of business.
malapit po siya dun sa word na accounting. Ayun.
Oh, okay.
Ano po kaya yung word na ito?
Ano ba yon? Sounds like? O mga tipong 75% correct? Are we talking of the program?
Pwede po sir.
Okay. So, program daw. So, baka yung accounting
Ayan, so
ay
I think,
practice.
Sir, meron na pong nakakuha ng tamang answer and it's Jopay.
Yan.
The correct answer po is accountancy.
Okay, congratulations, Jopay. We'll be posting our helplines. Give us a text message or a call so that we can get your information. Magpakilala ka lang na ikaw si Jopay. And we will give you your prize for answering correctly about accountancy.
Ayan, sir. So,
Ayan.
since yung answer niya po is about accountancy, alam ko po na marami sa viewers natin are planning to take yung mga courses po sa ABM. So, ayun po.
Okay.
Gusto ko
Parang
siya-
maganda yung Jeopardy. Parang gusto ko pa magbigay ng mga additional questions kasi, di ba? Kasi hindi pa tayo nakaka-10% na ating mga giveaways.
Ayan po, sir. Sige po.
Yeah, at marami yatang nag-comment na ng mga numbers. So, pumili na tayo doon sa sumunod kanina kay Sasha nga ba yun?
Yes, sir. Opo.
Yan. So, after Sasha na pumili ng number 11, ano ang kasunod?
After po, kay Sasha, it's number 7. Ayan. So, number 7 po, ano kaya yung price natin for
Oo,
number
pero sino pumili ng 7?
It's
Jamie. Okay, nakakadalawang prize na si Jamie. Ayan. So thank you, Jamie, for staying in our show. So number 7, anong prize nun? MCL shirt. Ano ba tayong sample dito ng MCL shirt? Para mapakita natin yung MCL shirt. Sige, later, ipapakita ko yung MCL shirt.
So ito po yung questions na, ito yung sumunod na question natin. So, ito flash po sa screen. Ayan. So, what is the in the Philippines? So, feel free to comment your answers po, yung mga napupusuan yung answer. So, paki-comment na lang po sa ating comment section. So, meron na pong may sagot si Miss Jamie, which is RCBC. Medyo malayo po doon, or medyo malapit.
Okay. Medyo affiliated yan sa Rizal Commercial Banking Corporation. RCBC is a bank kasi we're asking about an insurance company.
Yes.
Yan. Pwede sana akong sumagot. Kaya lang MCL t-shirt ang price. So baka hindi siya kumasya sa akin. Kaya ibibigay ko na lang doon sa makakakuha ng tamang sagot. Mukha ka siya. Okay? So ang nakasulat ay MCL surpassing limits.
Ayan, sir.
Yeah.
Feeling ko po meron na pong tumama. Ayan, so
Okay,
paki-flash
sino
na lang.
ang ako ng tamang sagot?
So the correct answer po is Malayan Insurance Company.
Okay, so Malaya Insurance Company is the leading non-life insurance company, and MICO, MICO, is an affiliate of Malayan Colleges Laguna since we both belong to the Yuchenko group of companies.
Ayan
Yeah.
po. So congratulations, Miss Constantine.
Yeah, and another interesting news for our parents and students. Once you enroll at MCL, you get an automatic coverage for Malayan Insurance, group insurance policy. Yeah, so MICO is our provider for the insurance of our students. Yeah, and Malayan Insurance is also supporting our activities, our student activities, dahil naniniwala sila that we need to promote work and life balance for our students. Kaya sumusuporta sila dun sa ating mga extracurricular activities. So thank you, Constantine and Sasha, and our yung mga active participants natin sa ating Jeopardy. So we will continue now with ABM. ABM stands for Accountancy. Want to own your business, or you want to be the chief finance officer of a highly reputable institution, di ba? Or you want to be a marketing specialist, you want to be a marketing professional, or you want to work in the hospitality industry. So, if the answer is yes, then dapat siguro mas interesado tayong malaman yung accountancy, business, and management. Okay? So basically, ABM prepares our senior high school students the needed, or rather they are being prepared, they are being given the needed academic preparation for these college programs. Kaya nga sabi natin, di ba, yung senior high school, we tried to deload the college courses and we put them in the senior high school so that when they enter college, ready na sila dahil yung foundational skills ay naituro na sa senior high school. Yan po ang intention ng senior high school. Kaya nga kailangan, kung ikaw ay papunta dito sa mga profesyon na ito, ay dapat yung academic preparation din ay tugma or aligned dito sa mga industriya na to. That's why we are highly recommending ABM for students like this. Yan. So yung gusto maging accountant. Ano ba yung mga skills na kailangan kung gusto mo maging accountant? Yung mga pinag-uusapan pa rin natin na critical thinking, pagiging keen sa details. I was asking the Dean of the College of Business several years ago, kailangan ba na pag ikaw ay magiging accountant, magaling ka sa math? Sabi nung Dean ng Business, hindi. Kasi meron namang calculator, meron namang Excel. Ang ginagawa nga ng accountant ay yung hindi kayang gawin ng calculator at Excel, which is to analyze. Kaya importante sa mga accountant na sila ay mabusisi sa mga detalye. Sila ay analytical because they are projecting business opportunities for business operations. They are identifying possible risks and they are giving forecasts on potential business growths. So napaka-importante nung skill na yon para maging accountant. Yan. So, at itong mga skill na to, hindi yan dapat inuumpisahan sa college. Dapat ito ay inuumpisahan sa high school pa lang with the senior high school focusing on ABM. Kung gusto mo namang maging medyo jack of all trades, di ba? Marami kang skills, marami kang competencies. Pwede kang magtrabaho sa finance department, sa purchasing, sa HR, sa marketing. Then we are recommending ABM also because that's a good stepping stone with good academic preparation for business administration and marketing. And in business administration, isa sa mga subfields niyan, yung human resource management. Why? Because from the term itself, human resource management, human resource, kailangan meron din itong business perspective para maintindihan lalo ng company yung importance ng manpower, ng human resource sa growth ng company. So, yung mga analytical skills na to, business acumen, matagal yang pag-aralan, pero yung foundation niyan ay pwedeng umpisahan sa ABM strand ng senior high school. And lastly, yung mga fields under hospitality management, yung hospitality industry, like HRM, like tourism management, ABM din yung magandang academic preparation for senior high school. Bakit? Dahil kahit yung hospitality management, kahit yung tourism management, kaya nga management pa rin yung kanyang major discipline, yan ay aligned sa business programs in college. Okay? So I hope I was able to enlighten our listeners who are interested to take accountancy, business, and management track for senior high school. Okay? So next to STEM, yan, ABM also is a big program in our senior high school. And we are getting a good number of our ABM graduates to enter the E.T. Yuchenko College of Business pag sila ay pupunta na sa tertiary level dito sa Malayan Colleges, Laguna. Yeah. Miss Ivy?
Thank you so much, Sir James. Ayan, so I know marami po sa atin ang namimili na if STEM ba, ABM. So marami pa po tayong choices na strand, no? And for our next strand, ayan, so ipakita po ulit natin yung susunod nating game. So dito, may tanong po dito. So si Karen daw po, she wants to be a lawyer. And which strand is recommended for her to take in senior high school?
Yeah.
So alin po kaya dito
ito
yung...
Ito ba tanong sa akin o tanong sa ating participants?
Siyempre.
Maybe I will throw it into our participants.
Yes.
Yeah. So imagine that you are Karen and you are planning to be a lawyer someday. And you are at grade 10 and you are planning about what course, you're thinking of what program, what strand to take for senior high school. So ang outcome is to be a lawyer. Reading and mathematics or STEM. The second is accountancy, business and management or ABM. The third is humanities and social sciences or HUMS. And the third is information and communications technology. Okay, let's wait for our team to check the comment section. Sino ang naunang sumagot?
Ayan, sir. I think meron na po ulit tayong winner.
Yan, si Jamie again.
Yes.
So, nabigyan ng medal, most active participant.
Yes po. So yung answer po ni Miss Jamie is yung, so humanities and social sciences.
Okay.
By the way, sir, ayun po, di ba? Parang lahat naman po dito ay tama, no?
Yeah.
So, prerequisite naman po talaga lahat ng mga strand dito to be a lawyer. Ayan. So, pero yung pinaka-recommended po is letter C, which is...
Okay. So, bago ko i-explain yung apat na programs na yan, o yung HUMS rather, as a good pre-law course or program, tanungin ko na rin si Jamie. So, meron tayo, kasi hindi ko na alam kung ano ibibigay ko sa kanyang prize, kasi marami na siyang nakuha. So, meron tayong ceramic mug, meron tayong t-shirt, meron tayong mousepad, meron tayong backpack. Yan. So, pakilagay mo na rin sa comment section, ano yung third prize na gusto mo. Yan. Ito yung itsura ng ating desk mat.
Ayan, sir.
Yeah.
So, while waiting po sa comment ni Miss Jamie, meron po ulit tayong sumunod na question. Ayan, sir. Thank you po. So, ito po yung sunod natin na question. So, para naman po sa iba, no, na makakuha din po ng prize. Ayan. So, who is the father of Filipino psychology? So, we have here 4 choices.
Yung peg nito ay parang who wants to be
A millionaire po.
Amalayan.
Amalay.
Diba? Patented yun sa atin. Who wants to be Amalayan? Okay? Kim! Dapat pinuphone patch natin dito si Step eh. Dahil ikaw gumawa ng question, paki-explain bakit si Virgilio Enriquez ang father of Filipino psychology. Okay? Miss Ivy, what is the correct answer?
Yes po. Kim got it correctly. So letter B is the correct answer. So Virgilio Enriquez is the father of Filipino psychology.
Okay, and to make it more exciting, Kim, please feel free to write in the comment section ano yung gusto mong prize. MCL shirt, desk mat, mousepad, mug, or backpack.
Ayan, congratulations po sa lahat ng mga nanalo. And by the way, ongoing pa rin po yung pagpili natin ng names para sa raffle. So don't forget to share ito pong live natin and also to comment something dito sa ating comment section. Ayun
Okay,
lang po.
so thank you. So para hindi matambunan yung mga concerns natin earlier, we're talking about a good pre-law. Tama ba? Actually hindi pa siya pre-law kasi ang pre-law naman talaga ay yung college. Senior high school can provide a good academic preparation for pre-law and later on take a law degree so that you will become an attorney, a lawyer. Ano ang pipiliing strand for senior high school? Tapos yung next question, we're talking about psychology. So in a nutshell, we can say that the humanities and social sciences are good and recommended tracks for senior high school na gustong mag-take ng pre-law in college. And along with the pre-law courses, ito yung degrees in communication, multimedia arts, psychology, education, human resource management, international studies, journalism, psychology, political science, and tourism management. Ibig sabihin yan, IB, ay kung ako pala ay produkto ng K-12, ay dapat pala nag-HUMS ako nung senior high school because I finished AB Political Science. So, dahil ako naman ay hindi produkto ng K-12, ma-share ko na din. So, yung junior high school o yung high school program na pinanggalingan ko when I entered political science, medyo medyo culture shock sa akin yung political science. Bakit? Kasi nga, ang nagiging background ko lang ng liberal arts and yung social sciences ay yung history and economics courses o subjects nung high school. Kaya nung pagdating ng political science na medyo mas focus siya, biglang sabi ko, ay, bakit parang hindi ako ganoon ka-prepared? And we cannot blame our high school. Talaga bang hindi tayo prepare? Hindi nila yung kasalanan. Kasi yung program ng high school noon ay generic. Kaya nung nag-move tayo sa senior high school, we want to put more focus on our academic preparation to align it with our college degree. Kaya nagkaroon ng humanities and social sciences para kung, kagaya ng nabanggit ko, interesado kang kumuha ng communications, multimedia arts, psychology, political science, economics, and so on, YUMS yung pinaka-recommended na academic preparation sa senior high school level. Kanina nabanggit ni Ivy na recommended para sa pre-law course or pre-law program yung YUMS. Actually, depende. Kasi anong klaseng law profession ba ang gusto mong specialize? So if you want to practice, let's say, corporate or commercial law, then I would recommend that you take accountancy for college and take ABM for senior high school para aligned. Pero kung ang gusto mong i-practice na subfield ng law ay more on litigation, gusto mo mag-defend sa court, I would recommend that you take philosophy, political science, legal management as a pre-law program, and YUMS, Humanities and Social Sciences, for high school. Ayan. So bakit? Ulitin ko lang po. Ang purpose ng ating K-12 education system ay vertical alignment ng senior high school hanggang sa college or post-college degree programs na gusto nating kunin. Kaya yung sagot kanina na gusto ni Karen na mag-law, YUMS ang highly recommended dahil ano ba ang mga skills na kailangan sa pagiging lawyer? Articulation skills, debating skills, critical thinking skills, analytical skills. Bagamat ito ay makikita rin sa STEM o kaya ay sa ABM, iba yung training ng Humanities and Social Sciences, iba ang design ng curriculum ng YUMS para mas ma-foster yung critical thinking skills in preparation for liberal arts and social sciences. Okay? So sana ina-explain ko ng klaro yung ating YUMS track para mas maliwanagan yung mga magulang at yung mga nakikinig sa atin na nagbabalak mag-enroll for senior high school. Okay?
Ayan, sir. Thank you so much po sa pag-elaborate po nung YUMS, ABM, at saka po yung system. So, ayun sir, yung kapatid ko po kasi, very, into, parang gusto niya kasing ayan, so, meron po akong kapatid na gusto niya talagang mag-take ng courses where more on technology, something po talaga.
Wala yun sa kapatid ko. Matanda sila, so graduate na sila. Okay, go ahead. Napasaya ko lang ang discussion.
Ayun sir, so medyo hindi po kasi ako magaling sa, parang hindi ko alam yung background for ICT. And I hope po na sana matutunan ko siya ngayong discussion na to, more on ICT.
Yeah, para ma-advise mo yung kapatid mo.
Oh.
Yeah. So our next strand is ICT,
Yes.
Information and Communications Technology. Yan. So bata lang na rin kita, nabanggit mo na lang din yung kapatid mo. Ilang taon na siya ngayon?
Siya po ay,
Grade, ano na siya? Nasa junior high school.
grade 10 po.
Okay. So, ano ba yung inclination niya? Siya ba ay nandoon sa creative side o nandoon sa cognitive side? Pag sinabing cognitive side, Ito yung mas analytical, mas maaral, mas good sa memorization and details, capturing details. So ito yung cognitive na part. Yung creative side kasi ay hindi siya masyadong keen sa details at saka sa mga information, pero pagawain mo siya ng web design, kaya niya. Pagawain mo siya ng graphic design o ng poster, magagawa niya yon, ma-execute niya yon. So, mas creative yung part na yon with the use of the tools and technology. And that's something important. Kaya dahil nabanggit mo yung kapatid mo, gusto kong matanong, how would you describe yung sibling mo in terms of that inclination and interest?
Feeling ko po, hindi ko po kasi sure talaga kung saang part siya
mas passionate.
Yes po. Pero I think more on cognitive po kasi.
Yan. Okay. So, ibig sabihin, pag more on cognitive siya, basically less skills. Okay? Ibig sabihin yung doon sa creative side. And I think we could start our discussion there by emphasizing that our ICT strand is under the technical and vocational strands. Diba? So, considered siya na skill-based training. Yan. So, later on, I'll discuss more about those two sides, yung cognitive tsaka creative. Because I think meron tayo ditong another icebreaker for our participants.
So, ito po.
So, ang participant o ang viewer to beat ay si Jamie.
Yes po, opo, kasi sobrang dami na pong napanalunan ni Miss Jamie. Ayan, so dito naman po, our viewers are encouraged to write the skills po na they think na magiging sa ICT strand. Ayan po. So ano kaya yung mga skills na pwede natin mag-gain kapag pumasok po sa ICT strand? Ayan, so feel free to write your comments po in our comment section. Also,
so para yung survey says,
yes,
nagtanong kami ng 100 tao, ano ba ang mga skills na magigain sa information, communication, and technology strand? So, ito yung mga top answers. So, hulaan ngayon ng ating mga participants. Baka yung iniisip ninyo, bagamat hindi kayo na-capture ng survey, ay tugma dun sa sinasabi ng aming mga natanong. Okay? Sino ang ating first commenter?
May nag-comment po dito, ayan, processing information skills daw po.
Okay, medyo mahaba. Processing information skills. Yan, that's from Constantine. Meron ba tayong medyo malapit sa sagot niya?
Meron din po ditong nag-comment, which is computer literacy daw po.
Okay, computer literacy? Wala pa rin yung dalawa? Medyo dapat siguro focus yung sagot, medyo specific.
Ayun po, may nag-comment po ng programming. So,
okay.
Yes, so,
programming. Sinong sumagot ng programming?
Ayan,
Jamie, Constantine, Sasha. Hindi. Si Kim. Parang sumagot na si Kim kanina. So, thank you, Kim, for answering programming. Yan. So, number 1, skill that you will gain in the ICT strand. Maybe we can give way to one more na makapagbigay ng skill. But Kim, please feel free to comment what prize do you want from us. Ito ba ay backpack? Ito ba ay bag? Ito ba ay packet wifi? Siyempre, yes. Wish granted. Dahil tumatawa si Sia. You will get a packet wifi from MCL and Smart.
Ayun, sir, meron po yung nag-comment, which is web designing. So,
yan.
Yes po.
Germain, design program logic. Yan.
So, congratulations.
So, ilabas na natin lahat, dahil ilabas na ni Mia, ilabas na natin lahat ng mga skills that you will gain in ICT strand. We have programming, animation, web page design, digital illustration, Yan. So yun yung mga major skills. At ano yan, maganda yung starting point for ourselves. Yung mga nakikinig natin ngayon na interesado sa senior high school. Alin ba dito ang interesado ako? Alin ba dito ang feeling ko kaya ko? Alin ba dito ang passionate ako? Programming, coding, nandun ako sa medyo creative side na animation or web page design or digital illustration. Okay? So let's talk about the ICT strand, and in the process, we will be sharing some insights as regards my advice to your kapatid and also to our listeners. Ano may kapatid ba rito? Babae, lalaki?
Babae.
Ayan. So, sister.
Yes.
Yeah. So, for those who are interested with the ICT strand, ito ulit yung mga tanong natin. Ano ba yung kukunin ko sa college? Ako ba yung magko-com arts? Ako ba yung mag-information systems? Ako ba yung mag-IT? Ako ba ay mag-multimedia arts? Yan. So, tatanungin nyo ngayon ako, teka lang, parang yung communications nabanggit na sa UMS. Bakit yung IS at IT nabanggit na sa STEM? Again, the beauty of the senior high school program is that it leads everyone to self-reflection and self-assessment or self-check. Cognitive type, yung academic, analytical, o ako yung mas creative na part. Yan. So, meron kaming, this is a trivia that sort of medyo good story din about our IT graduates. Di ba? So, nung nagsimula kami magpa-graduate ng mga IT students in 2011, and the year after, we talked to the industries and asked them, kamusta yung mga graduates namin na nagtrabaho sa inyo? Bigyan nyo naman kami ng feedback. Ano ba sila in terms of attitude, in terms of competency, in terms of skills, para malaman namin kung saan kami mag-i-improve. And the insights that we gathered were very effective in designing the senior high school program. Ito yung mga sinasabi nila na kadalasang mga good points ng mga IT students. Number one, magaling daw sa mathematics yung mga IT graduates. So, ano yan, medyo malinaw na yung attachment ng IT sa STEM. Pero meron ding branch ng information technology na sinasabi ko, mas inclined, mas aligned siya dun sa design part, which is more on the creatives. That's why I'm always emphasizing the skill. Okay? So, kung ikaw yung tao na basically yung inclination mo ay information technology, pero more of the creative part, more of the design part, then I would recommend that you take the ICT strand. Why? Because in that way, you can deload yourselves with the burden of facing too many mathematical and analytical courses dahil hindi naman masyadong kailangan yung programming and mathematics if I will be entering a work that is more on the creatives, more on animation, more on design, less of programming, less of coding. So pag doon ka sa skill, doon ka sa ICT. Pero pag doon ka sa mathematical side or programming and coding side, then I would recommend that you take the STEM. Sa imagine natin yung isang kumpanya. For example, gagawa ka ng game. So itong IT company ngayon na to, merong IT department and team. Itong team na to, ang product ninyo, dapat makagawa kayo ng isang app. Di ba? Isang app na made-deploy sa iOS at saka sa Android. Okay? Anong klase na app ang gagawin ninyo? Isang game. At itong game na to ay kailangan Philippinized version ng, ano bang game ngayon? Plants vs. Zombies or Mobile Legends, mga ganon. Philippinized version. Dalawang area ang kailangan o dalawang skill ang kailangan para ma-produce yung app. Number one, yung programming part. The other one is the design or the creatives part. Pag-aralan ngayon natin yung composition ng team. Sa 10 members ng team, merong 6 na programmer, merong 4 na designer. Kasi magkaiba sila ng skill. Yung programmer, ang trabaho nila, bumuo ng program para mapagana yung app. Ang trabaho naman itong 4, pagandahin yung app. Malinaw ba yung point natin doon? Second example would be Waze. Di ba, tuwang-tuwa tayo kay Waze, na predict niya yung traffic condition, na predict niya yung expected time of arrival, nakukuha niya yung location and other things. Sino gumagawa ng dynamics na yon? Programmer at yung mga nagko-code. So ito yung mga nasa field ng IT and computer science. Imagine Waze na ang itsura niya ay parang freehand drawing. Parang mga sticks yung mga tao. Yung mga kalsada ay parang drawing ng lapis. Baka hindi nyo gamitin yung Waze. Baka mainis kayo dahil walang katorya-torya yung itsura. Di ba? Walang katorya-torya, walang ka 3D dimension. Salamat pala doon sa creatives team. Kasi sila ang nag-e-enhance ng itsura, sila ang nag-e-enhance ng appearance nung dinesign ng ating mga programmers. Ayan. So malinaw tayo ngayon doon sa hatian ng trabaho ng dalawang grupo. Kaya kung ikaw ay doon sa programming side at gusto mong mag-IT, kuha ka ng STEM. Pero kung ikaw ay nandoon sa animation part and design part, we are recommending that you take ICT. We're not saying that programming is not included in ICT. In fact, may mga ICT courses or rather may mga programming courses, maraming programming courses sa ICT. But it's more of the skill, okay, as I would like to emphasize. Okay? So, ano yan, para mas matulungan namin kayo dyan sa bagay na yan, I would recommend, later on we'll be flashing the numbers of our helplines. Tawagan nyo yung ating mga admissions advisors. You engage with a meaningful conversation with them so that they can give advices on how you can choose the right track for your ICT inclination. Yung interest mo about information technology and information systems. Okay? So that's the ICT strand. Even though ito yung pinakamaliit na strand natin, ito ngayon yung pinakamaraming opportunities dahil sila yung program of the future at sila yung highly resilient industry. Kaya para doon sa mga nag-iisip na ICT lang yan, techbook yan, nako, magdalawang isip tayo ngayon sapagkat yan yung program of the future na magbibigay sa atin ng mas maraming opportunities for our students. Okay, so I hope I was able to discuss the ICT strand to our listeners. Sana rin ma-advise mo IB yung system to mas lawakan ngayon yung pagtatanong doon sa gusto niyang ma-take na program for college.
Okay po, sir. Thank you so much po, sir. I think na-discuss na po natin lahat ng strands, no, for senior high school. And thank you so much, Sir James, for letting us know or for helping us to choose a right track for our new students, and especially para rin po matulungan yung parents natin, no, to advise their child kung ano ba yung gusto talaga nilang track na or field na mapuntahan in the future. Ayun.
Okay. Thank you also to our participants, our listeners. Discussion about senior high school. So meron ba tayong mga questions?
I think, sir, meron po tayong mga questions from the comment section po. So, meron po ditong follow-up kanina. So, tingnan po natin yung question na yun.
Ayan, so yung nagpa-flash po sa bottom part ng ating screen ay yung mga ating mga mobile numbers for our helpline. Sabi ko nga, Viewpoints is our meeting to talk about learning in the new normal, to talk about everything about open admissions and enrollment. Gusto po sana namin na makausap kayo in person, kagaya ni Kim na nagtatanong na ngayon, kung paano mag-apply for enrollment. Yung mga gusto kong tanong talaga, IB. Yan. So open admissions po tayo. Simula lang po tayo sa step 1. So para po mabigyan kayo ng mas detalyadong explanation tungkol dyan sa bagay na yan, meron tayong third speaker representing the marketing team and the admissions office. So we have Miss Hazel. Hazel, kamusta ka? She's also one of our admissions advisors. And baka yung iba po sa inyo ay nakaka-text na siya, natatawagan na niya o natatawagan na siya about certain questions on open admissions and enrollment. So maybe Hazel can discuss our simplified steps for admissions and enrollment.
Okay, so thank you po, Sir James and Miss Ivy. Good morning to all our viewers. Let me share with you the admissions process for new students of academic year 2021 to 2022. So let's flash po our first step po. Ayan, so meron po tayong simplified na procedure for the application. So first po is fill out the online admissions form. Makikita niyo po yung admissions form po natin sa website. So please visit www.mcl.edu.ph and then makikita nyo po dun yung apply now. Ayan. So click nyo lang po yun para mag-proceed po kayo dito sa form. After that po, our step 2, you will receive na po a-confirmation from the admissions team. So eto po is makikita nyo po dun sa registered email nyo. So once na ma-receive nyo na po yun, you may proceed to step 3. Ang step 3 po natin is you will pay the admission fee. So meron po tayong 400 pesos na application fee. You have two options para po masettle ito. Yung first option po natin is you will pay on-site. So pwede po kayo magpa-set ng appointment dito po sa MCL para makapag-bayad po kayo sa cashier. And then the step 2 po is yung pay off-site. So hindi na po natin pwede na po tayo na hindi i-risk yung ating mga sarili to go out. So pwede po tayo magbayad online through GCash. Pwede rin pong online banking, yan po yung RCBC. Over the counter, kung mas preferred niyo po na pumunta mismo sa bank to pay the admission fee, pwede rin po sa Buana Luwilier and M. Luwilier. Yan. So after po natin magbayad ng admission fee, send nyo lang po sa email ng admissions yung mga resibo and then we will confirm. After po namin ma-acknowledge yung inyong mga payment, so we will send the letter of acceptance and enrollment instructions. Ayan. So sa registered email din po ulit ito matatanggap. The fifth step po is you will enroll starting June 1. Okay? So as a precautionary measure against COVID-19. So ito po yung schedule po ng admissions office. So please be guided po. The admissions office has limited business operating schedule. So open lang po si admissions every Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Ayan, so kung interested po kayo to visit us, pwede naman po yun. Just secure the appointment schedule. And meron din po tayong helplines. Ayan, yung mga numbers na nagpa-flash po sa baba. Pwede nyo po kaming tawagan kung gusto nyo pong makipag-usap po sa amin regarding the admission procedure and enrollment.
So, yan po yung ating mga admissions helplines. May mga nagtatanong po dito ng specific instructions, kagaya ni Constantine about the payment of 400 using GCash. So para mag-guide po kayo ng mga enrollment advisors, naka-post yung ating mga contact numbers dyan. I-text nyo lang po, mag-request kayo ng call, and we will call you para mag-guide kayo dun sa step-by-step process on paying the application fee through GCash and other online and off-site payment channels. Yan. So, gustuhin man po namin na tanggapin kayo dito sa campus for on-site transactions. Malinaw po sa IATF na yung mga schools ay hindi siya kasama dun sa mga priority industries. Kaya nananatili pong sarado yung campus. So, we are accommodating on-site transactions as mentioned by Hazel every Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. So, pwede po kayong dumalaw sa amin and para ma-facilitate namin yung process. Pero yung mga payments po, definitely ay on off-site and online channels po tayo. So yun po, ayaw naman namin pa-post dito sa comment section yung mga contact number ninyo dahil makikita yan ng milyon-milyon nating followers. Ayan. So pakitawagan nyo, pakitext nyo kami dyan sa helplines na yan para kami ang tatawag sa inyo at mas gusto namin yung guiding, yung assistance na ipoprovide sa inyo ay mas detalyado. Ayan. So we have dedicated enrollment advisors for all your admissions and enrollment concerns. How much ang tuition? Thank you, Malvin, for raising that concern. Babalik uli kayo sa helplines. Tandaan po natin, pag isyong tuition, maraming follow-up questions. Naka-rhyme pa yun. Pag isyong tuition, maraming question. Kaya po, hayaan nyo na tawagan namin kayo at i-detalye namin sa inyo ang gusto nyong itanong tungkol sa tuition kasi ang kasunod na tanong niyan, para saan to, para saan dyan. Ang sunod na tanong niyan, ano ang payment schemes? Magkano ang upon enrollment, ilang percent yon, and other details. So hindi po yan masasagot dito. Kaya mas gusto po namin na tawagan kayo at i-detalye namin yung issues about the concerns. Meron lang po akong trivia. Sa mga issue po ng tuition, laging nanay ang tumatawag sa amin. Kaya kami po ay nagpapasalamat sa mga nanay dahil kayo po ay nagbibigay sa amin ng lakas na sagutin ang inyong mga katanungan tungkol sa tuition. Kung ano man po ang paliwanag dyan ay nasa pagitan na ng mag-asawa kung bakit mga nanay ang laging may hinihinging detalye sa tuition. Pero na-appreciate po namin yan dahil naipapaliwanag namin ng mas detalyado yung mga bagay na tungkol sa tuition. Sabi ko nga, investment po yan. So dapat po alam natin kung saan mapupunta yung ipagkakatiwala nating halaga ng pera para sa edukasyon ng ating mga anak. Thank you po. Give us an opportunity to explain further those concerns through the helplines. Yan. Late po ako nakanood ng Viewpoints. Ang question ko lang po ay ano po ang magandang strand para sa mag-ARKI? STEM. Yan. Nasagot ko na yung tanong pero feeling ko marami uli yung tanong na follow up from Amalea. So yan. Scan the QR code, join our Viber group and you can request a conversation with our admissions advisors. Ang role po ng admissions advisors ay hindi lamang pa-enrollin kayo, kundi para tulungan din kayong pumili ng magandang track for senior high school. Kaya kontakin po natin yung ating mga admissions advisors. And good news, kung hindi nyo po napanood yung first part nito, makikita nyo rin po ito sa Facebook page natin and also in our YouTube channel. So walang maiiwanang information. Pwede niyong balikan. Pag meron akong pinangako dito, pwede niyo ako singilin dahil meron kayong recording ng ating Viewpoints session. So thank you, Amalea, for raising that concern. Ayan. From Jermaine, I am an applicant. I put in my strand, assumes, but what if I decide to change my strand to ABM? What would be the process done? Dahil hindi ka pa nag-enroll at ang enrollment natin ay umpisahan pa natin this coming May, meron ka pang panahon para mag-decide, mag-isip, kumbinsihin ang sarili on what strand really to take. And allow us to help you by calling our admissions advisors. Dahil ang apelido mo ay Salazar, ang iyong admissions advisor ay si Zia. Ayan, si Miss Zia ang iyong advisor, tama ba? Yan. So please call Zia in these numbers and tutulungan niya kayong mapunta sa tamang landas. Ayan. Kasi strand ang tinatanong niya. Okay? Meron ba tayong other concerns na hindi ko nasagot? I-review natin because that's the purpose of Viewpoints, to make sure that we discuss all things that you want to ask from us. Yeah. Meron pa ba? Meron pa mga previous questions that we might need to answer for our stakeholders. Definitely, pinapayagan naman yung change of strand. Pero definitely rin, may masasayang na panahon and resources. That's why we recommend, we encourage our prospective students to think of the options, think of the what? The contents, the design of the different programs, dahil ito yung mga information na makakatulong for an informed decision making. Yan. So we have another question from Luis. How can we avail scholarships for SHS? Scholarships in senior high school is given or are given in a competitive basis. We'll be scheduling an on-site scholarship exams for those who would like to give it a try in our scholarship programs, and we will shortlist those who made it to the cut-off score, and you will be granted the scholarship benefits according to the tier, yung level at saka yung classification na nakabase naman dun sa scores na binigay sa admission or rather sa scholarship exam. Kailan? Last year, we scheduled the scholarship exam July. Kasi nagsisimula pa lang mag-enroll yung students ng June, so we called for a session in July. And nakadepende rin kasi yan dun sa ating quarantine classification dahil we can only call for activities like that na considered as mass gathering kapag pinapayagan na tayo ng IATF. Parang yan, allowed lang yan sa MGCQ. Okay, so thank you, Luis, for raising that concern. Okay, are we happy? We are happy dahil di namin namamalayan because of the games and because your cooperation and interaction with us ay 2 hours na pala na running ang Viewpoints. So maraming salamat po sa ating mga viewers and listeners. And kung meron pa pong mga questions na pahabol, o kaya naman inalampasan in the process, kaya po tayo merong admissions helplines so that you can call us or we will call you and we will answer all your inquiries about senior high school. And I would like to end by sharing this African proverb. When we had the Covina study in 2019, sabi ng mga respondents, isa daw sa mga rason na nagiging dahilan ng mga high school students in moving to another school is the image of a big school. Ayan. So, and that's how big our senior high school is. This is taken from our second graduation ceremony last July 9, 2019, where we had more than 1,200 grade 12 graduates. And as we talked to the parents at the time, having conversations with them, this is one of the lessons that we learned. It really takes a whole village to raise a child. Ano po ang ibig sabihin nito? Ang pagkatuto, nurturing po ng mga students ay nakadepende hindi lamang sa eskwelahan, hindi lamang sa mga teachers, kundi lahat po ng members ng community. Lalo't higit po ang ating mga parents, ang mga kapatid, ang mga kapamilya, relatives, mga kapitbahay, dahil sila po ang nakakatulong sa paghubog ng tamang values and attitudes ng mga bata. Ito po ay pinapasikla with the instructional program that the school offers. So, Malayan Colleges Laguna Senior High School offers a learning program for our students that is nurturing and transformative. But its success also lies on the cooperation of the parents and the entire village. And I would like to share with you some photos of our successful alumni who we can say that partly it's because of MCL, partly because of the parents and the family. It takes a village to raise a child. We are very happy and proud that parents are putting their trust on Malayan Colleges Laguna to deliver the best for their children and to help them in nurturing, in helping them to make their children reach for their dreams. And the success of Malayan Colleges Laguna lies on the success of our graduates. That's why we are hoping that we can be partners and collaborators in making these things happen. Okay? So that is my concluding note. Thank you, Ivy, for hosting our viewpoints for today, April 17, 2021.
Maraming salamat din po sa lahat ng mga sumubaybay at nanood ngayong umagang ito. And I think we had a fruitful discussion po with Sir James. Ayan, so kung meron pa po kayong mga karagdagang tanong, maaari nyo pong tawagan yung helplines po natin na presented dito. Ayan po. And I think we're going to end our event now. Ayan po. So we are very thankful po sa inyong mga for your active participation and yung mga na-promise po namin prizes, ayan. So, pwede niyo po siyang ma-claim. So, ayan.
Yeah, so again, yung mga nanalo, just give us a call sa aming helplines and we will contact you and make arrangements for your prizes. Yeah. Your prizes are on us. Yeah. So, thank you very much for joining. This is Viewpoints, choosing the right senior high school track. Magandang hapon po sa ating lahat. Ingat po tayo and we are hoping to see your children as our senior high school students for school year 2021-2022. Thanks also to the production team of Viewpoints. We have Josh, Sia, Mia, Steph, Shaila, and Hazel. And sana po subaybayan niyo po ulit yung susunod na Viewpoints. Regularly scheduled po ito every Saturday. Ang topics po ay nag-iiba-iba kung college or senior high school. So let's make it a habit to check our Facebook pages for the schedule and the topics to be covered. Again, thank you very much po and magandang hapon sa ating lahat.